7 underscores. You know, I love going to restaurants downtown, turning your frown around, and like everybody, Paul's Countdown. Hey, I'm ready to crumble. Now let's watch a full-length movie.
LWAFLMOYT. LWAFLMOYT. LWAFL.
No, you have to do it fast.
Okay, all right, pass. Okay, one more time. No, one more time.
We gotta go back to the first one. Then.
Oh, God. Okay.
You don't know what OCD is all about.
All right, let's do the first one. Right? LWAFLMOYT.
Do it again.
LWAFLMOYT. LWAFLMOYT.
LWAFLMOYT.
Welcome to LWAFLMOYT with Mike Spiegelman and Carl. Hi, Carl.
Hi, Mike. Thanks.
Good to see you. Hey, welcome to the show. LWAFLMOYT is an acronym. It stands for Let's Watch a Full-Length Movie on YouTube. We're going to watch a full-length movie on YouTube with me, Mike Spiegelman, and Carl. LW. Yeah, YT is YouTube.
Excuse me. YouTube is one word. YouTube is one word.
I just said YT is YouTube.
So it should just be Y.
Okay, LWAFLLY.
That's actually my question. YT.
YT.
LWAFLMOYT.
That's a great question. I'll have to circle around back. Welcome to the show. We are streaming first, as always, on mutinyradio.fm, our home base in San Francisco. Beautiful, beautiful Mission District. Come on down. Mutiny Radio has live comedy shows Monday and Fridays. Check the website, mutinyradio.fm. Check the website, mutinyradio.fm, and download our archive. Subscribe to us. You could also listen to the show live stream it. Just go to mutinyradio.fm. We're here every Sunday at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We are a podcast, LWAFLMOYT. Carl, what's up?
YouTube channel. Tell them about the YouTube channel.
That was my third, but that's the greatest thing we have is our YouTube channel. If you're watching right now, howdy. Go to LWAFLMOYT because we'll be watching this movie. We want you. I said LWAFLMOYT. That was my question. I can't. It's not. I have to say YouTube is YT. I'm sorry. It just sounds better.
I understand.
So, yeah, you can type in that acronym in YouTube, and what we're going to do is we want you to go to YouTube, watch a movie with us, turn the sound off, listen to the podcast at the same time, and watch it. What movie are we watching today?
Today we will watch. This is a hard one. The Return of the $6 Million Man and the Bionic Woman, 1987. I'm sorry. The Return of the $6 Million Man. You got to write out 6 million in English. And
S-I-X.
The Bionic Woman. B-I-O-N-I-C.
Come on, we all know how to spell Bionic Woman.
1987. Also, you got to say ampersand. Instead of the A-N-D, you got to put in that little squiggly ampersand. Probably you start typing this, it'll come up.
Okay, so we want you to type The Return of the S-I-X, $million Man, ampersand, the B-I-O-N-I-C.
Right.
1987.
Yeah.
Carl, what channel is hosting?
It's important because the first channel has ads, and that's not going to work. So you want Dave D Entertainment. Dave D, middle initial D, Entertainment.
Oh, last name Entertainment. His full name is David
My
J.
card?
Entertainment. My card. Entertainment Productions. Dave Entertainment proprietor. Now, can we finally get to the celebrity comedian countdown? Carl, take it away.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Celebrity Comedian Countdown, this time with Daniel Caprio. Welcome, Daniel.
Hi, nice to be here.
So, Daniel, we are comedians out there on the scene. I'm bumping into you at shows, at open mics, and I think it's fair to say that you're a Central Jersey, South Jersey comedian. Is that fair?
Yes, that is fair. I'd like to say Central Jersey, but I I was just in Atlantic City not more than a month and a half ago, so that's South Jersey.
So when I'm dialing your number, I'm dialing 609. That is pretty central to me. That's a Mercer County dial to area code there. So
Amen.
How come you never come up north? Many South Jersey, Central Jersey comedians I do see up here every now and again. You never seem to venture our way.
Yeah, because a lot of times it's way too far for way too little. And I'm not talking about shows, by the way. I'm talking about straight up open mics.
Yeah, 5 minutes and you've driven an hour, hour 15. It doesn't make sense.
Oh, I'm talking close to 2 hours for most of this.
Mm-hmm. Now, I think of you as a comedy producer and a host. Now, I've been part of this Sauce open mic in New Brunswick.
Yeah.
The Sauce mic with the George Street Co-op. But also I see you doing stuff at like Mercer County Community College. What's
Correct.
the philosophy here? You make your own shows. You're a bit of a producer.
That's true. It's actually this Thursday is the Mercer mic. It's not totally mine. I mean, they pay me to do it, which is great. But I have to follow, the rules that they set. But I was their first choice when they brought it back. It hasn't been going on for like 3 years now, and it just came back in February. And
what? It took a COVID break.
Yeah, an extended one. But I'm so glad it's back, and they've been well attended lately too. So I'm very happy for that.
Well, I see the stuff on social media, and it's a very good stage, and it's lots of friends I see booked on that show. It looks like it's a fun time.
Oh, most definitely. I can't wait.
So I see you on the run right now in the car. That's because you're so damn active in comedy. Where are you going now?
I'm going to Red Bank to this dispensary called Scarlet Reserve. They have mics every Tuesday, and they have shows every now and then on Friday.
And you get to pick up a little something while you're there, right?
Possibly, yeah.
You're used to going and having a beer, but this is a little different. Do they serve alcohol?
No. I think it's BYOB, but no more drinking for me. I haven't drank in over 6 years now.
Really? Was it a problem? Or no, you just I don't like this, or
No, it was definitely problems. But I'm glad I made that decision. It's been positive. It's been a positive one, definitely.
Gotcha. Now you have so you've got this special, right? And it's called Utterly Ridiculous. Now it's not utterly ridiculous. It's like the animal, an otter. It's utterly ridiculous.
Yes.
But it's not on your own YouTube channel. What is that? Backwards Entertainment? Tell me about this special, how it came about, and why it's on a different person's channel.
Well, the reason why it's on a different channel is because my friend VJ, I wanted to pay him to do it, but he made a stipulation, which, saved me quite a lot of money. He told me, he's like, look, I'll film and edit it for you. Let's put it on my channel. Because I think right now he has about 2,000 subscribers to his channel. And he knew he would get like a pretty good amount of views. So I said, yeah, it's going to reach more eyes having it on your channel versus mine. And he did film and, edit it. So, we made that deal.
Yeah.
And our friend Alex Dulesky brought in a couple more cameras, and he helped film it too. And so what the deal was, I told him like whatever little clips, like 30 seconds, a minute, I would put those on my channel, and he would put the full length on his channel, and it's worked out great.
Gotcha. Yeah, it sounds like it. Both of those guys, I know those dudes. They're really great guys, and that's terrific. They were helping out and everything. So,
very talented on and off stage. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So tell me, how can people find you out there on social media? What is it? Instagram, Twitter? How can people get in touch and see what you're up to and where they can check you out?
Instagram, I'm real active on. It's just at Daniel Caprio. I try to keep things simple so people can find me easy. Twitter, somebody took at Daniel Caprio, so it's at Daniel_Caprio for Twitter. Twitter's kind of a cesspool though, so I only like really post promos on there, like show dates and mics and things like that, pictures and stuff. But it has its uses, and all other social media, it's just Daniel Caprio.
Okay, now Daniel Caprio. Everyone at home is poised to watch this film at the exact same time as we do here in the studio. So everyone at home's got to press play, same time as we do at the studio. So why don't you go ahead, Daniel Caprio, and give us that celebrity comedian countdown.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
What? First, the commercial.
It's Ernie Anderson. I'm Paul Thomas Anderson's dad, and I do the voiceover for $6 Million Man.
See his eye?
Yeah.
Was zapped.
Ooh, that wall went down. That window went through.
New $6 million person.
$6 Million Man and the Bionic Woman. Next.
No, Mike, were you a big fan? Were you a fan?
Yes, I was, of course.
Yeah.
The 70s would not be complete without Lee Majors and Lindsay Wagner as the Bionic couple.
Yes.
Carl, what is the premise of the show? The shows?
Your show? This show?
No, the original. No, originally in the 70s, we watched the $6 Million Man.
Oh, yeah. So there was a crash, and we're about to see the beginning. You see how young he is? And we're going to see that he has a plane crash. And so they figured they could rebuild him as a cyborg. They didn't use that term at all. They put bionics in him. So he's got a fake leg that makes him jump like that. He's got a super eye. He can super see. And he has a bionic arm, so he can super bind.
Here we go. I have to witness the crash every time the show starts.
She's got a bionic arm too, a bionic leg, but she doesn't have a bionic eye. She has a bionic ear. What was that you said? Say what?
Hey, I think they're talking about us 2 states over.
Yeah.
Bionic Man, you're right. Look at she's fantastic.
Oh, she
looks great.
Mm-hmm.
Co-starring other people.
Yeah, well, that's the new Bionic guy, and he's the son of Steve Austin. There's Lee Majors.
Oh, look at that. Lee Majors too.
Yeah.
Now, wasn't Lee Majors and Eddie Deason in The Fall Guy together? Was
Eddie Deason in The Fall Guy? That's cool.
I think so. It's either that or the one where it was like, it might be T.J. Hooker.
Oh, okay. That's with Shatner.
With Shatner.
Okay. Right. Well, and it looks like it's all fun and games, but it's not, Michael. It's not. This is the paramilitary organization Fortress.
Well, they need to use the elevator.
No, they're just going to do whatever they want. They go in with explosives. Now, we're overhearing Oscar Goldman go, they broke into the military force. 19 people were injured.
I like Oscar Goldman. He's my favorite part of both shows.
He was in the Buster Keaton story, which we saw together. He was one of the movie executives.
Super young.
Right, super young.
Man, that explosion went to either side of the truck.
Now, in the car is a dad in Surf 2. It is Weekend at Bernie's. It's our favorite guy.
Oh, look at him. He's so clean shaven, too. Because even in Weekend at Bernie's, he had a mustache.
Yep.
You can see his former mustache right under his nose. He's one of those guys where they shave their mustache, and you're like, "Yeah, did you shave your mustache? How do you know? What gave it away? Well, you
Like
have
a
like 2 times
bikini can.
yeah, like your upper lip is like 4 times the size of your chin.
Now, here's Lee Majors, and it's Steve Austin. And the first thing is the director has to remind us that Steve Austin was a sex symbol. So here we have our sex symbol.
Him.
Now, turn it up because he's going to make fun of today's youth.
I was a little too shy to make the team. I always had my head in the clouds.
To think I reeled that in all by
Okay.
myself.
Now, you know, kids today, they say things like totally.
I just don't know my own strengths.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Totally.
Totally.
What?
Well, that was on fleek.
Yeah. So the director has let us know that he's a sex symbol and he's old.
Can I have some very disturbing questions I need to ask before we watch this movie?
Yes.
One, the government owns them, right?
Michael, that is very disturbing. Okay.
It is disturbing.
Where you're coming from.
Let me say this. You crash, right, in an astronaut, and you wake up and there's bionic parts, and they call you crassly the $6 million. Always reminding you how much they paid. Like you owe us.
You are the
$6 million. And you do
die.
what the government tells you to do. Well, what if I'm older? Tough shit.
Well, no, he is retired right now. He's retired.
There's no way the Bionic Man is retired. He's going to be government owned till the rest of his life.
No, it's not Michael.
Okay, this is about his son, who's also a military pilot.
Steve Austin Jr.?
Yeah.
Now, does Bigfoot show up in this at all? Because you
No.
remember when? No. Oh,
Not in this one.
that
Okay,
was a
so
mess.
Steve Austin, the $6 million man, he is now retired. He sunk all his money into this fishing boat, and he fishes all the time. And he was married to this woman, but she was a cuckoo. So they got a divorce. And she never said, by the way, I'm pregnant. So surprise, you have a kid. But he found out when he was young, like a couple years later, and he never raised the kid. And when the mom died, he sent him to the aunt's house. Okay, so he's estranged from his son. Yeah.
No, so how did he know she was pregnant? Was it a bionic eye used at all?
You can
Like,
smell
hey,
it. You can smell it.
it.
When
Oh,
a
I
woman's
didn't know that.
pregnant, there's a scent to
Oh, hang on. Let me write this down.
it.
Thanks, man. I learned everything about women from you, Carl.
So he did crash and get Bionic and then find out about it. And he was an OSI agent. So his excuse that he wasn't around was, I got America to help to save.
What's an OSI agent?
It's the pretend CIA. It's the
Okay.
pretend CIA.
In the Venture Brothers, they're OSI too. They're the good guys.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and they actually have a scene where Steve Austin and Bigfoot are a couple, and they're hiding out in the mountains together. Oh man, I like that. The clothes are awesome.
What's going on right now is he's saying like Fortress is back and Lyle Stenning is the head of, and Lyle Stenning is like his longtime adversary, but not really, just for the point of this movie. They want to make okay. So he's like, forget it, Oscar. I'm retired. I'm out. I'm out of the game, and he'll stay out of the game.
And he's gonna be like, yeah, but according to this receipt, we own you.
It's $6 million. It says right here.
Yeah.
Look,
now $6
Lyle
million.
Stenning, you've got to come and fight Lyle, because guess what? He's Martin Landau.
I know. I saw the special credit. Special guest star. The first name is always the villain.
Mm-hmm.
Bodacious. Oh, look at him. He's definitely like, I'm gonna take a look at her bikini one more time.
Well, he named the boat after the summer he met Jamie. And you're right. Oscar Goldman keeps looking at the bikini broads going, looks like you're not too old, I can see, Steve Austin.
Totally tubular. By tubular, I mean, okay, Oscar, we get you. Oh, here's my impression, Carl, of the $6 million man and the bionic woman having sex.
Okay.
Oh, Steve. Oh, Bionic Woman. You're listening to another man. What? You're looking at another woman, huh?
Oh, Cindy. Are you looking at Cindy?
She's in Montana.
Oh, Frank. Frank?
Frank.
Who are you listening to?
Frank from Louisiana. Look at that chest. So when you saw the Terminator and Arnold Schwarzenegger is an aging Terminator, how'd you feel about that? Because Terminators and Bionic Man, he's going to die eventually, right? Or he's immortal.
Who?
So
Bionic Man? Of course he's gonna die.
So he has this equipment in him, like for 40
Yeah, he's
years.
got a fake leg. Okay, and they reinforced his spine with crococranium.
But that was back in 1970s, you know.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
this is 87. Does he need like an upgrade?
His son gets the bionics and he like runs all weird and they're like all impressed with him. I can't do that. And he shoots a laser with his eye, you know. So
yeah, I saw the laser
he's
eyes.
got
That's pretty cool.
1970s technology and his kids got late 80s tech.
Yeah, they had lasers. Nepo babies, right?
Wait till you see the way he runs, man.
I am the son of Steve Austin.
Well, the thing is, this was like, okay, this was kind of going to be a pilot, you see.
Of course.
These two right here on screen, they were together on a vacation in 1986, just fucking around. They were just friends and they were on a vacation. And they started pretending, they were like improvising a scene. Like they're probably drunk or something, pretending that they were Steve Austin.
Yeah, right, of course.
So it gave them the idea, let's have a reunion. So they contacted this guy, Sidney Sheinberg at Universal. He's a good Catholic, Sidney Sheinberg at Universal, who agreed to develop it. And then there was a chance meeting with Brandon Tartikoff. Now, why do I know that?
Brandon Tartikoff, by the way, the dog in Punky Brewster is named Brandon after him. He is one of the superstars of the early 80s when it comes to television executive personalities. He's the Fred Silverman of his time. He spearheaded every show you liked from NBC in the early 80s, and he had a certain personality. He passed away years ago, but he is definitely like a power broker that even I know about. I read about him, Carl, you know. So yeah, Brendan Tartikoff, he probably said, cha-ching, let's do it.
Well, it says a chance meeting. So they just bumped into Brandon. It led to the movie being sold to NBC. And it was $4.8 million, not $6 million, $4.8 million budget because it was also going to be like a pilot. Michael Austin is the name of the kid. So it would be like the Bionic Man's kid. It was going to be a new series.
Oh, that's cool. So Lee Majors can be in it, but he doesn't have to run around and shit.
Right.
His son could do it. Literally his son
could do it.
Now, what about Bionic Woman? Would she be in this backdoor pilot as well, like in the show?
Yep. We're going to see her all over this thing.
Now, does she have a bionic daughter?
No, that would be gilding the lily. I think
gilding the lily, a little too on the nose, as we
nail on the head. I mean, that's a little too on the nose here. They're twins. They're twins, and they're their own babies. They get married, and they.
Oh right.
Who are you listening to? Boop 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 boop.
Oh, boo, 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 boo. Oh, by the way, like, you know, I haven't finished the sex scene between the
Okay, let me jerk you off with my bionic hand. Ouch, ouch! I don't have a bionic dick.
Right. Don't worry, Oscar Gold. We can rebuild it. We can rebuild it, Steve.
His balls.
We have the technology. We can rebuild it.
Then you really would hear that sound when they were doing it. Okay, so now he's sort of like been introduced to his son, but they never met. There's Bernie. He looks old.
Bernie. There's the dad from Surf 2.
So
the good dad from Surf 2, not the racist dad.
And no, No, it's not the good dad. It's the what's his name? Tom Villard's dad.
Right. But he was
And
cool. He
yeah,
he
was the
wasn't
yeah,
selling Buzz Cola to the kids.
right,
Those are the other
exactly.
two dads. Our
He
dads
was
also,
protesting the Buzz Cola.
yeah. Oh, look, California, where everything exists. That's another
Mhm.
great thing about this TV show. Watching this in New Jersey, it's like, wow, California looks so cool.
Yep. It always did. So right now, Oscar Goldman has learned that Steve Austin will meet his son at this restaurant. So he is arranging it that Bionic Woman coincidentally is there with on a date, like on a blind date kind of thing. Because he, for some reason in our plot, wants Steve Austin and he wants Steve back to fight Fortress. So if he gets him back with I don't understand his logic, but he wants to play matchmaker and put these two together again.
Fair enough. That makes sense. Was fortunate. One thing about these shows, excuse me, is that they would be episodic. It would just
Yeah.
be bad villain of
Fortress.
the week. And if there was any kind of like chronological story, it would be a special or like, when he met Bigfoot, it was a big deal. It was maybe a
Right.
two-parter or a movie, or it was an event.
Yes.
But there was never
exactly.
like the show was never a 22-hour movie like a serialized TV show we watch now.
Nope, it was episodic, just like you said. It would start with the premise, and by the end of the thing, it was wrapped up, and the guy was in jail, and it was all.
Right. There was really no mystery. Like it wasn't. I don't think the Bionic Woman was searching for something about her past, or like there was
Yes, no,
no.
she was. No, you
She
see,
was.
okay. Steve Austin and Jamie Summers were in love, and it was the summer of love and love. And then Jamie
Love
has
it.
the parachute crash, and they go, save her life, make her bionic. And they go, Steve, you can't. Well, I'll do you if you don't. And they said, okay,
I'll do it.
So they made her bionic. But when she woke up, she couldn't remember. She was like, hi, who are you? Are you okay, Jamie? Is that my name? No, but she remembered her name, but she forgot all about her past. So she didn't know she was in love with Steve Austin. So the Steve was a tortured soul who was right near the woman he loved, but she couldn't love him back. Okay.
Now, was this because they were retroing the story? Like, did it originate as a pilot as just Jamie as herself, and then they threw in all this backstory later, or?
There was a movie with the Bionic Woman. It was really supposed to be an episode. As a matter of fact, she dies at the end. She's
I die? Did I hear you correctly?
Yes, she dies. It was so popular that they just said, all right, fuck that. And they made it like a thing like, okay, we didn't want you to know, Steve. I told you she was dead because she can't remember. And it would have been torturous to you. That's really what it was.
That's interesting.
Okay.
Nice save.
In the third season, 2-part episode, her character is critically injured in a skydiving accident and equipped with bionic implants. Similar to, but her body rejects them, ultimately leading to her death. This was intended to be Wagner's last role under her Universal contract, but public response to the character was so overwhelming that the death was retconned into a cover story.
That's right.
For a near-death secret recovery. Wagner appeared in a 2-part episode, which returned her character, followed by a spin-off series, 1976.
Amazing. That's so cool.
Now,
they're eating pizza. Remember the time they ate pizza and riding horses?
Yeah,
that's remembering the time she's riding horses. Remembering the time she's eating pizza while remembering the time she was riding a horse. Did she have a flashback within a flashback?
Yes,
I remember being on a horse, remembering us eating pizza.
That's right. She was on the horse galloping. She goes, I remember that time we had the pizza. I'm remembering the time I remembered that we had pizza.
We were having pizza and you were telling me you were on a horse.
So now we're having this awkward, okay, ready for some bionics? Turn it up so we hear the do.
Come on, it's not what you think.
Doesn't matter what I think.
That was never true.
Steve, I just can't deal with you right now.
What?
You know, you retreated inside yourself. No contacts, no friends. And when somebody needed you, you didn't care. It's fine, okay? Just stay
She's
there.
talking about
Obviously, you don't
Istanbul.
need
We'll
anyone but
learn
yourself.
that later.
Jamie.
Please let go of me.
No.
Now here, no. Whoa.
Slow
Okay,
motion.
I just wanted you to hear the. I wanted the audience to know what we're talking about when they're doing it. Boop, 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 boop.
Yeah, that's it.
Do, 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 do.
Whoa.
Watch my non-bionic parts.
Don't worry about the tip.
Call me about the window, please. Is there a back way out of here?
Yes, out the back.
It's
Hello.
I was going to tell you to turn it up for her line.
Yeah, that's a great line. Sir, I'm going to ask you to leave.
Hi, Dad.
Oh, hi, Dad. That's even more embarrassing.
Why didn't you use the door? Well, son,
We'll be
you
back
see,
after this.
there's
What were
this
the commercials like on the other recording?
Yeah, we don't get to see the cool retro commercials. It just goes to black and comes back.
That's fair enough.
Yeah.
We're more interested in the action here.
Well, I don't know, Mike. It's really fun when they have the retro commercials.
Sure.
You know, I mean, and there's the news story, news at 11. You know, you see what was right. World Trade Center hit. What?
No,
News
this
at
is
11.
1987. Get out of here. Oh, Statue of Liberty will be reopening soon.
Right.
Well, this is cool. I mean, I didn't realize he had a son. I know Lee Majors was in Evil Dead versus Ash or whatever the TV show, Ash versus the Evil Dead. He played Ash's father from the Evil Dead movies when they had a Showtime show. He was the dad in it, but I didn't watch it.
He got famous from the Big Valley. There were
Oh,
400
no shit.
people who auditioned for the Big Valley, including Burt Reynolds, and he
Yeah.
won. And that's how then this came along, and now he's a big star. But he also went on to do The Fall Guy. For one season, he was in The Virginian.
Did you like The Fall Guy?
No. Now, check this out, Mike. Check this out, right? He was going to be in Midnight Cowboy. He was going to be the John Voight guy.
Yeah, he would have been all right, I guess.
Well, the thing is, but instead, Big Valley, they had the more. The thing is, he was a TV guy, and it's corny and stupid, $6 million man. But if he had done Big Valley and then got cast with Dustin Hoffman in Midnight Cowboy, his career might have been totally different. He might have been a very cool, hip movie star.
Well, do you think John Voight was in Runaway Train, which we watched, and we loved him in that performance, but you know, he's grown up and he is who he is, you know, this kind of firebrand on Twitter, et cetera, and not really, you know, so it could have been anything, but I'm saying it wouldn't mean anything to be in that movie. It would have been cool to have a TV actor show up in a movie that was rated R at the time, X. Midnight Cowboy was rated X.
He was a TV actor in like a cowboy film in the black and white days. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if he had gone into that movie, he would have suddenly been a hip, cool. I mean, it's all about heroin, and John Voight's picking up a prostitute and thinks that he was the prostitute. Remember that scene? I don't know.
Yeah, of course.
And Hoffman dies, and you know, I'm walking here. He could have become. He never was a movie star. He was a stupid TV star.
Right, but he did pretty well. I mean, I think like
he did pretty well. He was in Robot Chicken. He played himself, like in Robot Chicken.
Robot Chicken, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure it'd be like, I'm making fun of $6 Million Man. I mean, people get cast and become iconic because of their TV roles, and then you feel kind of bad that they're typecast. But always at the end of the day, or at the end, you're like, I really love $6 Million Man. Could you just give me that? You know, like, I don't know.
So now we're like, okay, this paramilitary operation is in a station wagon with 3 goofs. What they want to do
is that OSI regulated station wagon?
Well, they're the bad OSI. Oh no!
Hey buddy, what?
Oh, California's beautiful.
Oh, that must be a backlot. Oh no, it looks like California. I mean, like an actual. So 80s.
Yeah.
Oh wait, with the music.
So we have three goofs, and
All right,
what they
right
want
into the boat show.
is they want to capture Steve Austin because they want to learn about his bionics. You see, Martin Landau has got a thing for bionics. He wants to steal the secret.
Whoa.
Whoa!
This is the
That
first
was
time in 10
crazy.
years someone wants to steal a secret. And I also like the guy's earrings from the 80s. That's pretty cool. Oh, of course, there's a ramp. I was going to say
Yeah.
it should be a ramp show.
Now watch. This jump is pointless. He jumps,
It was a
right?
double ramp.
But then the other car can just drive around. I mean, there's a barrier.
Right. But Steve drove off a ramp, landed on another ramp, and went over a boat and hit
Right.
whoever the stunt people are. Oh, Wilshire. Sure,
Wilshire Boulevard.
Yeah.
Now, okay, remember he was like, I'm retired. Now they've come, Fortress came after me. So now he's back.
So this
he's
time it's
going
personal.
Oscar Goldman, like
Yeah.
to pledge to fight Fortress.
I'm back, hopefully for a season or two. Full pickup. This time it's personal.
Well, the thing is, this was popular, and it was the fourth highest rated show during the week, not the night or something. That would be terrible, but like it was a highly rated show. So it led to two other movies. It never led to the TV series. Right now, she was like, I wonder what parts are bionic sexual innuendo.
Well, I'd look at his ass, but that ass is bionic.
Now,
You
this
know-
is father and son.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. They're gonna play ball. We get to play ball, Dad. Do you their TV movies were pretty well known. Like, didn't They Get Married was one of the TV movies? Like
I
the
don't-
marriage of the
I don't think so. I don't remember that.
yeah. But I do remember the TV movies. This one, when you picked it, I was really excited because a lot of those TV movies were during the late 70s, maybe early 80s. It wasn't like 1987 where they're just dusting off the characters and bringing them back.
Well, this led to two other movies. The next one was 1989. It's called The Bionic Showdown. The $6 million in the Bionic one. And his son is in it also. And then, but this is the one I think we might have missed our real one to watch. In 1994, they had Bionic Ever After ? So maybe that's
the one.
yeah, like maybe that was the one to see, and maybe that's the one with the marriage you're talking about.
Oh, I was waiting for him to squeeze that.
Well, he was like, do something bionic. He said, don't bother me, kid.
I'll box your fucking ears in, son. Oh, my dad was a cruel man.
You should see, okay, when you look at Lee Majors the second as an old man, he's Steve Austin. He's Steve Austin. Google his name and look at him like old. He's Steve
Lee
Austin.
Majors I.
Now this is we'll see him later. He's Frank Poole from 2001: A Space Odyssey. It's pretty cool.
Oh, I like that guy. Yeah, I want to take a look at him again. He has a weird face.
Yeah, and he's old. He's got his gray hair,
Yeah, I remember he did a bunch of stuff in the 80s. Weird.
Well, the thing
he was in 2010. Odyssey 2. The year we made contact.
No, that was
sequel.
Yes, I know, but that was the Star Trek. What was his name?
No, he shows up as a cameo at the end of the movie.
Oh, does he? Oh,
yeah,
I didn't know.
He appears in the movie. He's not like, he doesn't act, but he definitely comes up as character.
What was the name of the other astronaut? It was Frank Poole and
Dave.
Right. Yeah, my mind is going, Dave.
Daisy. I'm sorry, I can't do that, Dave.
That's right.
He's such a mean computer lip reading.
I know. What I wanted to do on Fish Burgers was do that to Jeremy. I would say, open the pod bay doors, Hal, right? But the thing is, I would tell Jeremy that our joke is that I will open them, because you remember how stressed he would get? Open the pod bay doors! You can just see Jeremy in that astronaut.
Oh, I see Jeremy do that? So you're...
Hal!
That would have been on our public access show 30 years ago with your brother Jeremy.
Everybody knows because we're so famous. You don't got to tell
Yeah. Oh, they can check out our Fish Burgers channel.
them. Okay, yeah, go on YouTube to fish burgers, but it's got to
Fish
be the
burgers.
channel. Otherwise, you'll get recipes to make fish burgers.
Yeah, you'll be there all day.
Coming out of her concussion.
Okay. Now he's going to tell him she remembers. She remembers you and your love affair. She's probably in love with you again.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Afraid it might bring back your memories and your pain.
Younger.
Young.
No, not anymore. I really appreciate everything that you have done for me, Steve.
Yeah, I really like you. Not enough to fuck.
But thanks for listening to me.
Yeah.
That's one of my old jokes. I never use it again.
That's so great. You're a great guy. You're really not nice enough to fuck.
I threw that joke away.
I'm sure you threw a million of them away. You got some.
Yeah. Oh, and we're back. So this was two ABC shows, but in the 80s, Brandon Tartikoff got the rights, got this aired on NBC.
It was, yeah. Let me tell you about that. Turn it up so we can hear the boop, 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 boop.
Easier to grow.
Okay,
can't
let's
wait till
hear
she
it.
runs
Boop, 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 boop. Oh, no, it's too late. Okay,
No, she's
so
heavy breathing.
NBC picked up the Bionic Woman after the series had been canceled by ABC.
Oh,
ABC
okay.
continued to air the $6 Million Man. So Rudy Wells, the guy who like made him Bionic, he was on two different networks. You know,
That's great. So the spinoff was on the same time as the run for $6 Million Man, but $6 Million Man remained on ABC.
Yes.
While at the same time, the Bionic Woman was on the air, but on the competing channel.
NBC. It was a scandal. It was what? Has the whole world gone crazy? And now I'm competing against well, that's the spinoff. Yeah, a lot more people like it.
You know, there's been a lot of television shows that switch American networks. I would say Taxi was on ABC and then NBC. There was another show I just thought of that switched networks, but it's not too uncommon that happens. But I've never heard of a competing
right,
a similar show.
Right?
Yeah, it's like I guess now in the streaming services you have South Park with Paramount Plus showing exclusive movies, and HBO Max having the rights to the TV show, which is also on Comedy Central. That's the only example I could think of.
Yeah, that's an example of life imitating life.
The Biz.
So now all we're getting, it's not worth anything. It's like, when I woke up, oh, it was stressful. I know you set me up with Steve. What are you up to, Oscar?
Do you notice in the 80s, men still wore suits on television, even though
they
it's
really
just
didn't.
television style? Like nobody would wear that jacket.
You would see Michael J. Fox in a suit on Family Ties and the dad, and they're like sports coats. Or
I was watching Andy Kaufman on Fridays. It was the following episode. He famously kiboshed an episode, and then the following season they had him on, and it's on Tubi, and he's wearing the cheapest 3-piece suit I've ever seen in 1980. You know, like it's just like it's what people wore. Like, you know, on Mork and Mindy, it would be a 3-piece suit. It wouldn't, you know, like who wears a 3-piece suit? Got a vest and a jacket and a tie, and it's like, you know, vanilla looking.
The vest is overkill.
Yeah, like Oscar right now. Like I know we're not listening to them, but it's just
because
weird. I don't.
It's crybaby stuff. It's really not worthless. Look how his tie is.
It's folded into his pants.
Right, tucked right in. And
is that a style? You just got out of bed, maybe.
Twist the scarf around you and roll them.
And roll them. Oh, look, continuity error. Your tie's out to untucked. We don't have. It doesn't matter. And cut.
Right, Michael. Very good.
Yeah. I have a bionic eye.
Go ahead, listen for 2 seconds.
Okay, with my bionic ear.
Yes.
These years I haven't been able to respond to him, and now that I can, I can't.
Be careful. You're no stranger to Fortress either.
What's
Okay.
that supposed to
I
mean?
wanted, well, Fortress is the paramilitary organization run by Martin Landau. But what I wanted to say, and we'll see, here's Martin Landau. I'll come back to it.
All right. Don't forget.
Steve Austin shows up. Should I call the guard? Oh, we're just going to have a little conversation, you and me.
Should I call a guard? No. This is just a little chat between you and me. Two adversaries getting together.
Then I'll kill you with my Bionic.
You're joking me.
My God, Martin Landau is so great. That toupee of his hair is so. I don't know if it's real or not. I love it.
I think it's real.
Yeah.
Now, this guy, he grew to be into movies, but he started, it was Space 1999
Sure.
and Mission Impossible. That's what gave him a face that you know.
But he was a fucking superstar, though, in both of those shows. And his wife was in both, too, because he was just so versatile in them. Like, and she did, too. Like, they were just anything that they threw. Like, Mission Impossible was fantastic.
Yeah. They were always playing something different.
Yeah.
Each episode, they had to do some sort of scam.
I remember there was an MTV, red carpet event for the first Mission Impossible movie. And I don't remember if it was Tabitha Soren, but one of the famous MTV news went up to Martin Landau, who was there on the red carpet, and go, what are you doing here?
Oh, my God.
And are you promoting Ed Wood?
You idiot. I guess she's just young. She wasn't around.
Yeah, she was young. And don't forget, the first movie, like Mission Impossible, was this great team espionage show. And then the first movie, his espionage team gets killed in like 20 minutes. So it's just Ethan Hunt. Oh, is he a psychic? Is he going to do Jigsaw?
All we got with Martin Landau was Steve Austin going, if you hurt anybody who I love, I'm going to get you.
I'll kill you this time.
Yeah. Now we're seeing that Jamie she's like a physical therapist and she does counseling. And this guy is all about TV shows. And I don't know, he's got problems. Later on, he'll help the plot by a little bit. That's why he's here.
So what do you mean by TV shows?
Turn it up. You'll hear the way he talks, beam me up, Scotty, stuff like this.
One last question.
Beam me up, Scotty. Kirk out.
Sounds good. Take me with you.
Womp, 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 womp.
Jamie, be careful out there.
Hill Street Blues. Dynamite.
Look, a fake leg. It's Bionic leg.
Oh, press 5 and 6 to wiggle the toes.
Now, do you recognize Rudy Wells' face from the show?
He was in Bionic Woman and $6 Million Man while they were playing on different networks.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. He is the guy who does the Bionics.
I don't remember him, Carl.
Oh, okay. When I saw his face, I immediately remembered. Look, he's the guy who always used the tweezers.
It's a little personal here. Can you imagine you have a bionic leg, you see the guy fucking with a leg on the it's a weird tingle when I see you do that.
Well, if it isn't Steve Austin, how are you, Steve? I thought you were tired, buddy.
How come one limb is clean shaven and the other is hairy, hirsute? You notice that? We got a hairy edition, a hairy white edition, and a clean shaven white tweak. You'll see on the table. Well, I guess.
Yeah, one's got one leg has hair. Look here in this science thing. You see the science in there?
Yeah. See, that's all you are, Steve, to us. That fucking microchip. You get it?
$6 million that cost us. I know.
Let's see. 6 seasons, 20 episodes apiece. Each villain, 120 villains. That still comes 4.6 million short. I know.
Look at this laser eye. You see, I've got a laser eye. If there's anybody who ever needs a laser eye, you let me know. All right. Well, if the son gets into a jet crash or something.
I was going to say, it's a week before the accident, but thanks for letting me know.
Yeah, it's a little early.
It's a little thanks.
Thank you for the movies part.
Oh, the creator, the invention lab is always like this hoardy bit where it's like, okay, here's this pen that will help you breathe underwater and shoot any kind of laser crabs. Great. If I ever see a
Whoa.
laser crab underwater, I'll use it.
Oh. Whoa, laser crabs! Yeah.
Pick out my pen. Here, can I get your autograph?
Texture.
You're so crabby.
Oh, James. Look, he's playing with Steve Austin's fake skin. Oh my God, how 80s.
And I'm setting that up because later I'll become a hostage.
Carl, remember wearing pearls in the 80s when you go to supermarket shopping?
Yeah. No,
I'm
but
going to get myself a paper
that is
cup.
so 80s. Look at the high shoulders on
Yes.
both of them and the pearls, especially the pearls. Look at
Especially
the
the pearls.
tie loosened, the pop collar.
Yeah, no, she rocks it. Liz, I'm a big fan. Oh, she's got
Now-
a side hustle going.
Later she'll get cured. See, what happened is she keeps her eyes closed all the time since she was a baby. And then
Oh.
when they teach her about opening her eyes, her sight will be restored. Listen, lady,
bad
you're
guy.
coming with us.
Oh, what a lovely invitation.
Get right this way.
I'm late for work.
I have a gun, lady. Now
I guess
look
you
at
didn't
this.
hear me.
Yeah, if you don't come with us, we're gonna shoot the children. Watch, look. Oh.
No, he's gonna be fired. Like they don't hear a fucking gun behind them.
Click,
Like
click.
no one does. Click, click.
Come with us, or we'll shoot the children.
He could point a gun at 6 children, Carl, because according to the show, they're blind. No worries.
Right. They're not getting away.
Well, I hope he doesn't escalate this by pointing a gun in broad daylight to a bunch of children.
Now, coincidentally, Steve Austin just happens to be parking his car and getting out for no reason. For no reason. He shouldn't be here at all.
Well, no, that parking spot is reserved for Lee Majors. Oh, here we go.
Oh, turn up the sound. Let's hear the.
Come on, make this noise. Make the noise.
Come on, more. Now,
he's running down like the suburban part of a.
probably in real life, they stop. He's like,
He does. He always does look like that. Even in the original run, he always looked like he was exhausted. Gramercy.
Oh, he's running and stopping. Watch. Oh, look this, Mike. Watch. Jump and stop. Oh!
How do they do that, Carl?
In a single bound is how they do it.
I have notes. I don't like the music over the sound effect. It has to be
I
all
know.
sound effect.
Just the sound effect is what we need to hear.
Okay, here we go.
That is incredible.
All this shit's incredible. Whoa.
Whoa. Hey, you punk. Talk about road rage. Oh, look,
Now-
Bionic kicked it out. I
Finally, I could use my bionic powers.
got
Now
my
that Steve saved
Bionic
me.
arm. I'm going to stuntman you.
What? Did you
Here,
see
I'm
what
a
happened out
I'm a
Apple
stuntman.
telling Barcelona? I can't believe it happened.
Wow. Oh, they're fine. It landed wheels up. They're
The
cool.
wheels up so you could drive away and everyone's okay. Yeah, you know how it goes. I see them getting away. What's their license plate?
I got the license. He didn't need his bionic guy for that. Stop wasting energy. You didn't need your bionic guy.
The government is like, you use your bionic eye to get a license plate number? Fuck you. It's my body.
Okay, now this
No.
is the same restaurant they were in when she like threw him through the window. So when they're leaving, the maitre d' person will be like, would you please use the door this time? It really is gonna say that.
They let him in. Wouldn't you let a bionic couple back in after they broke your window and repaid it?
I guess, yeah, is the window fixed? She said, here's my card. Call
Here's
me
my
about
card.
the window.
But wouldn't guy throwing at window etiquette would insist that you would never show up to the restaurant again?
Yeah, that's
would
right.
pay
You
for
would
the
be
window?
embarrassed, right? You would be embarrassed.
Well, let's say you're the owner. You don't want Mike Spiegelman, the bionic asshole, walking into Scotty's to throw someone out the window again, right? Unless you're
It's-
scared of Mike Spiegelman. I doubt
Absolutely.
that.
So for two reasons they shouldn't be here. This must have just been they've shot on the same day because the owners wouldn't let them in and they wouldn't want to go in. It's so embarrassing.
They're so embarrassed. You remember that lover spat where you threw me out the window? It wasn't even a lover spat.
So right
He
now
had
we're
his
going to
arm
have
on
a
him.
situation in which it's like a movie does something that would never happen in the real world, like their feelings and stuff. It's like now she like gets her memory back and he knows and instead of them getting together, she's like, let's just stay in touch. Let's just be friends. It doesn't make sense.
All right, let's
That
see.
wasn't my night for getting acquainted. Maybe tonight will do better. I can find the right words.
He's talking about his son right now.
Look inside yourself. Say what's in your heart. Even if it is made of Teflon.
Yeah.
TV humor.
Teflon was used a lot in '87 because of the president. Remember, like Ronald
Yes.
Reagan there was the Teflon Ron or
Well, no, you're thinking of the mob guy, the Teflon.
yeah, right, the mob guy. That's who I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Teflon Don or something.
Yes,
I
it
guess
was. I
John
forget.
Gotti. Paul
Right.
Gotti.
I don't know. John.
John. You ever see the movie Gotti? Travolta.
Yeah, I've seen it. I didn't think it was so great.
Do you think it's bad movie? Like good bad? If it was on YouTube, we would watch it.
I think it's probably a bad movie because I don't remember it well, and that's what I tend to do. Like if I like a movie, I remember everything about it. But if I can't, that happened to me with Woody Allen once. I think I already told you that story. I saw this Woody Allen movie and it just really sucked. Then I was in the video store and I was like, oh, a Woody Allen film I never saw. Okay.
Right. You had seen it.
This shit. Okay, let's listen again because now we're going to have the ridiculous stuff.
I guess I let it burn a lot longer than I should have. What the hell were you so angry about last night?
Oh, you just.
You won't have a good answer.
That I buried.
It's so bad. I don't even want to listen. It's just fake stuff. Like I'm confused. I
want in my movie Bionics. I want Bionic jumping. I want Bionic running. I want Bionic listening. I want Bionic seeing. I want to see guys point their gun and kit. I don't want to see a dinner scene that goes on before the next commercial break.
Yeah, it's really long, this scene, and it's all right. Fuck it. I'll tell you something about the film.
Sure.
It was released on home video.
You know who directed the movie Gotti?
Yeah,
starring
no.
John Travolta.
Tell me.
The actor who played E in Entourage.
Oh, okay.
I forgot his name. I know him. He was on a bunch of sitcoms too. I saw him in.
I don't want to read this stuff. I'm kind of done with this film.
You've seen this how many times for research, Carl? How many times have you seen this already?
This is my 4th time. I just find that if I watch it 3 times and I'm ready for our show. Married to Farrah Fawcett between 73 and 82. That's pretty short. That's really pretty short.
73 to 82? 9 years in the limelight? Because they were in the limelight.
Wait. You're right. That isn't really short, right? Especially if you're famous. Cameo appearances in Circle of Two. He was in Scrooged. I don't remember that.
He probably played himself walking around the television lot.
Yeah, he did. He was in Big Fat Liar. I don't remember that. The Brother Solomon.
Oh, I've seen Big Fat Liar. I think he probably played himself, honestly, on a lot of this movie they're trying to make.
He was in Grand Theft Audio. His voice, Big Mitch Baker. He was in The Mist with Stephen King for 2 seconds.
Uh-huh.
He was on Dallas for 2 shows.
That's pretty sweet.
And the modern Dallas.
Oh, like the CW Dallas, whatever
There
it
was
was.
TNT did Dallas, and J.R.
Interesting.
Ewing was in it. You know, the old cast was in it, and the young guys. Did you see it?
So yeah, it had Jr. Jr. Right?
Yeah,
Jr.
yeah, it had Jerger.
Jr.
Okay, turn it up.
I know of it.
Turn it up.
Oh, I think you do that when I'm alone, don't you?
Would you mind leaving through the door? Our window's closed today.
Is that funny?
That was them.
Did you miss it?
I know. I saw it. Was he
No.
passive aggressive?
Didn't you hear what he said? You didn't hear what he said.
I did hear what he said. I had it up and I listened. He goes, "Hey, this time, guys, can you go through like the door because like our window is not like open."
Okay.
No, I totally heard. I had the volume. You'll hear it.
Okay, my mistake. So, check this out. You know the song "Midnight Train to Georgia"?
Yeah, sure. I love that song.
Okay. Songwriter Jim Weatherly phoned his friend Lee Majors one day. The call was answered by Farrah Fawcett. Weatherly and Fawcett chatted briefly, and she told him he was going to visit her mother and was taking the midnight plane to Houston. Okay. He heard the midnight plane to Houston. He started doing that. He started going into the shower, leaving on that midnight plane to Houston.
To Georgia.
And it turned into, Weatherly used these wealthy people as characters in a song about a failed actress who leaves Los Angeles and is followed by her boyfriend who cannot live without her. Eventually, the genders were swapped and the plane became a train and Houston was changed to Georgia. But I mean, that's what gave birth to
That's
the
what
song.
it's based on. No shit. You know, their relationship was like People magazine fodder every week.
Yes.
National Enquirer.
It was Bennifer.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Bennifer. And part of it is that Farrah Fawcett, you know, she had her own history going on, and people would always like, you know, those magazines would always try to get exclusives and exploit it.
Well, yeah, it was like National Enquirer kind of thing, but a little bit. Was it called the Evening Star? I don't know. It was a little early. Okay, so what we're going to have now is a bar fight in which a father and son can bond. Okay,
oh, like they ball fight, but can't like I don't know. You got to pull punches if you're bionic, right?
Well, right now he's not bionic.
Oh, another window. This time in fast motion.
And now the dad will be the one to say, "Is this how you leave places?"
Uh-oh. Stuntman fight. A lot of stunt work in this. That's kind of cool. Oh. Thanks for the beer, lady.
Yeah.
I want to see a movie about that guy.
Crack.
Yeah. Must be a British pub.
He's like, "Stay out of it, Dad." And he's like, "It looks like fun."
Stay out of it, Dad.
Yeah, right. So he goes back through the window.
That's stupid. Broken glass everywhere, Carl. People pissing on the streets.
That's right. It's not safe. It must be a TV show. So now we're going to hear the Bionics when Steve comes in. He's super ducked.
Punch, crash, smash. A lot of sound effects. Crash, smash.
He wears that leather jacket so he looks like he has muscles. That's his son, his real life son.
Would now be a good time to impress me with show Bionics?
That's a normal sounding punch, Carl.
Right. Crack. Oh, Bionic push.
My spine.
Why would he really want to hurt people?
You could see him like wince in pain.
Did you see the joke there?
Yeah. Hi, how are you?
Well, like he went to like beat up a guy, but it turned out to be a girl. So he stopped and then she like slugged him in the stomach. Look at that.
Yeah, that's pretty raw. That happens in no fights.
That's right.
Uh-oh. Cops. Sorry, officer. I was just trying to take this beer outside. What? Why won't you?
I was a beer stander.
I got it.
I was an innocent beer stander.
Hot dogs. Get your hot dogs outside of bar brawl. Good ball brawl. Let's get either a hot dog or whatever. There's like popcorn.
Well, yeah, he's
Only
gonna
in
get
Los Angeles, Carl. Only in LA, or you could have
turn it
see
up. He's gonna get him popcorn. The works with the works.
street with the works.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy that flies in Steve's pants because his brains aren't in the cockpit. They kicked him out of the UPT program.
Hey, you want a street pop? Give me a street pop. What do you want in your street pop? Everything.
A street
Give me a
pop
street
from a pop. I'll order one street pop from a pop.
Get a street dog next from the stand.
Come on, I promised you'd order the popcorn. Come on.
What did Bruce Baker say about me?
They just patched up their entire relationship.
Well, we're getting bonding scene because next scene he's gonna die. Get killed. He doesn't die, but a plane crash.
Okay, buy the street pop.
Here we go.
Get you the works.
Butter,
and salt.
Want corn on your pop?
What else? Like some yeast, some flavoring, some cinnamon.
The works. Chili.
No, I don't want any ginger on it. Yeah, chili
and cheese with jalapeno peppers.
Szechuan peppercorn.
This is their plan: is to drive at them. It will split them up, and then they get the kid. If they get the kid, they'll get Lee Major's Bionics.
What happened to the street pop? They dropped it?
Well, watch. He goes, you could jump him up.
My arm, Dad.
Whoa. Now, the son's going to think to himself, that's really cool. I wish I was bionic. Until he really is bionic. And he goes, you made me a freak. You made me a freak.
Did he not pop his son's arm out of a socket?
Right. Absolutely. He would have, right?
How did they do these effects, Carl? Let's just cut to the chase because they jumped
backwards. They jumped backwards, and they.
So some guy outside Wilshire, or jumps out of a building.
It's got to be a studio. That little fake dead end they went into. It's got to be a sound.
Okay, so they're on a studio lot, and then they have a 3-story building, and they probably have those like wonderful cushiony.
Yeah, and then they jump down backwards. They're stuntmen. They're trained to.
And then they take the film and they reverse it?
Yes. Yes.
So 2 people, let me get this right. They're in a lot, right?
Don't you think Steve Austin's real life son was like, Dad, why can't I be the kid? Dad, why can't I be the bionic one? Wouldn't
Do you feel it's the other way around? The father says, son, you are going to be in my return of the, you're going to be the bionic kid. Yeah. Oh, Dad,
I don't live in your shadow. Oh, he's they're her boobs. Did you see it?
Oh, she's eavesdropping.
Well, but he knew she was listening. And so he said, you're more beautiful than ever. And so then the general guy was like, excuse me, Mr. Austin.
Oh, the general's there? Was it general admission?
Yeah, they let him in. It was general admission. So now we're going to have, plane crash. And then we've got to make him bionic.
Oh, that's her son?
Look how they're all dressed up like, that's the bad guy they fought in the bar.
I'm not bored at this at all. If you think you're bored watching this a 4th time, imagine actually watching the air show. Like I guess like they're testing it. It's a test. They're all.
No, he's like going to graduate or something. It's like he's got to do a strifing run or some crap to graduate, and then like he'll be so fake in trouble. He'll be like, "Oh, my sensors are broken. The stick's not responding. Houston, turn it up." He's like so bad.
Do a barrel roll.
He's not in danger, is what I'm saying. Uh-oh. My hydro gauges.
What? Flippity flip. 6 flashing lights.
Oh, there's a problem. My toggles are not toggling.
How do they do this effect? Is there a cushion?
Yeah, there'll be a cushion on the ground. Look at how like Bionic Woman's in her like Kentucky Derby hat.
I'm sorry.
Stick is sluggish.
Sick.
Has no effect. Oh,
Fuck this. We archival footage
yeah. Better
of a
fake
plane crash.
jettison. Fake jettison. Press the fake jettison button.
I can't find it. Do you think this oh, there we go.
Archival.
Archival. Now this plane crash, did they pay the family to use for the footage?
I'm sure they didn't. It's archival.
So we watched
footage.
they always say, "Oh, kids watch so much violence on 70s
No,
TV
but you
every
go into
episode."
a closet and there's reels and reels of crap. Here's one of an elephant. Here's one of
I know, totally.
They should
But
call up. Who is the man who died in this plane? I want to give his great.
No, but I think it's ironic that people would say you're desensitized from violence because you would watch it 6 times, 3 times a night on television, and to the point where they use archival footage of a man dying in a plane crash, and we're just like, oh no, I hope his son's okay. You just don't think about it. I'm sure I don't
You're
know.
right. You're right. I didn't. The thinker.
Hey.
Yeah,
let me
pet you. Let me pet you like a dog. What are you doing here? I thought you were not my girlfriend, Jamie.
Ouch, ouch, my hair is stuck in your bionic hands. Don't
so
run
my
your
kid's gonna die. Now you're showing up.
Now you're here.
Bionic hand is stuck in my hair.
He has my cell phone.
Oh, Steve, are these bionic? Is this bionic hair? No, they're plugs. They're plugs. What do you have bionic hair? They're plugs.
It's so sad. He has to sit there. Poor son's in the hospital.
All right, turn it up so you can hear the bad acting, so that you cannot feel like, oh, it's terrible.
Oh no, here we go. He must be crispy.
His skin is all crispy, like chicken.
I can't. I can't even. I can smell him.
Right.
None of that.
All he can smell right now is like ashy, smoky smell. It must be terrible. Okay, now we are seeing Breaking Bad guy, younger than you've ever seen him.
I can't tell you why, except he has a will to live that just won't quit.
That's
Bryan Cranston?
That's Bryan Cranston. Look how young.
We've had to amputate his right arm.
What?
Both his legs are crushed. His spine snapped.
You snapped his spine? You were a bad doctor.
He'll never walk again. A piece of metal lodged in his head and it severed the artery.
Why does he think he's going to make it? Because he has a will to live. Check it out. It's so unbelievable.
No. Brain scan is normal. His heart is very
okay. I got to stop watching Bryan Cranston.
Listen.
Broken ribs, cuts, lacerations, minor injuries that will heal with time.
But
the rest, I'm afraid there's not much more we can do.
No. There's something I can do.
Yeah, I can make him bionic. Listen.
Carl, it's killing me. It's killing me.
Because that's to Jamie. He's not going to make it.
Oh, yes, he does, Doctor.
You don't know about bionic.
What are you saying? Well, you know what? We got some upper friends in upper places, pal. This doesn't involve you.
We can totally bionify this guy.
I don't know. I'm just a hospital doctor, a country hospital doctor. I've never heard of this bionification.
City hospital doctor. I'm just a country city hospital doctor.
Just a country city hospital doctor lawyer. Well, don't worry. We'll get some bionification specialists in the hospital to do it. We don't need you.
Bionic
OSI's here. Oh man! I mean, again, these suits are just like we take it for granted they've been worn, but no one wears these suits.
Well, not today, of course.
Not today.
I remember used to dress properly to go to school, and then in our generation, it was it was just like You'd have a collar shirt and jeans. You know what I mean? It would be like you could dress with. But nowadays, they've got sweatpants and pajamas.
Sure.
I'm not kidding. Flip flops.
That's all good. I rock the sweater with the collared shirt poking out.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Oh, look at this
Sometimes
Bionics. This stuff's going to be out of date and they're going to have to like fix it. And so he's under, plus how much do they like lease it? Does like Steve have to pay the government like, once a month to have in, is there a mortgage?
Look, they're going to put in, I don't think so. I think they just paid it outright and now we own you.
Yeah.
Yeah, put in the eye. Yes, put in the eye.
This is the moment we all waited for, the bionification, right in process, right?
Yeah.
We never saw it.
Wells is doing it. Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
Steve?
I want to show you my coffee cup. What is it, doctor?
I think you're the only $6 million man around.
Really? $600? $6 million in 1987 money?
That's so cheap. No, it was a 1973 money. It should be at least 7.5 million.
What was the story that Ben Stiller was going to do a movie version, and then in fact a movie version called like the $6 billion Man or something? I always hear like.
Interesting.
I don't know if it's true. He was a test of shit, but I didn't.
He might
there
have
was always a movie.
Balloon.
Yeah. I don't remember this guy. The doctor.
Rudy Wells. Yeah.
What was he in? Like.
He was always the doctor who, they would go in for a bionic checkup. He was the guy.
God, that's so funny. He's probably the sexiest guy in this movie. Look at the sweat, the chest hair, the mustache.
Well, yeah, he's been in surgery, so he has sweat.
Now, yeah, sure. Of course, your hair, your chest hair is always sticking out during surgery.
This guy authored 2 books, fiction books. He wrote plays and had them produced and stuff. This guy was for real.
Lee Majors rocking some chest hair too, but he never wrote any plays, though.
No.
Son, I heard that your eye, right hand, legs, and spine have been repaired.
Here's another like ridiculous thing. He wakes up and he's like, "You've made me a freak." I mean, you're not my father.
Don't you? I mean, why doesn't the Bionic Woman and $6 Million Man feel the same way? They were dead men, and then suddenly.
That's what they say in this. It's not believable. When you woke up, you were mad. And then Jamie's going to go to Steve. Did you expect him to react any other way? I mean, This guy, he wasn't ever going to walk again. This is a good thing.
But I don't know. He could have been dead, right? But they revived him. Would he live?
It was when Bryan Cranston was working on him, it was an emergency room visit. They were just saving his life.
Gotcha.
He wasn't going to die. He was just going to be paralyzed. And
did they need to repair him, quote unquote?
Well, they certainly didn't need to give him a laser eye.
Oh, I can't wait for the laser eye. This is like when you're a kid, you have to wait till the 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock hour for the fucking laser eye, right? It's not going to happen until 10:30.
Well, yeah, it's going to come a little late. It is.
Yeah.
We're going to see it really late. So he's going to be at the clinic getting better and rehabilitating. And they're going to say like, he's going to go, I have a laser eye. And he goes, oh, really? Yeah. My youngest son has a lazy eye. And we try to cope. No, not a lazy eye.
Lazy eye. Laser eye. Yeah, I got you. Lazy eye. The term we don't really...
He just said, you lost me. You lost a son today.
Brutal.
And she's like, of course he said that. It's ridiculous.
It must be cold in there.
Because of her nipples. So I remember I said before, she happens to be like a physical therapist and a psychologist.
Right.
Just happens to be one in case your son gets hurt and needs physical therapy.
Maybe from her own experience. Well, this is all coincidence. It's a coincidence that his son had the same horrifying accident. Right.
Now look, Here's the glass factory, and guess who broke out of jail in his 3-piece suit? With
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So casual. Who wore that in 1987?
Yeah. Look, he popped his collar. Weekend at Bernie. Look, I'm a bad guy.
Now, if you excuse me, I got to go to the next lot and do my other show. I have a Love Boat episode in 10 minutes.
Hi, I'm going to be your psychologist. I'm going to pretend that I'm resisting.
She was, during the series, she wasn't a therapist, but physical therapist. She was working in the military, right? Like a certain branch?
She was a OSI agent.
OSI, right, with Brock Sampson from Venture Brothers.
I guess, with Oscar Goldman. She
Oscar Goldman, yeah.
No, their fake CIA is called OSI. That's what it's called.
Gotcha.
A
little heart to heart. So Lee Majors too rocks this scene. This is a good scene for him.
It doesn't say here what was her profession as a.
But she was in the military or something, right? She had assignments. Like, it's just interesting that had they made a series, she'd be a therapist in the run.
I just don't see.
For your consideration, Carl, the montage of rehabilitation.
I always just remember her as a secret agent.
Yeah, secret agent's cool. I like how secret agents and expensive, they just get to retire, go on a fishing boat.
Yes. With that they bought with their own. Oh, here you go, son. Here's the plate.
Right.
It's getting better now. Look, it's getting better.
Is there music? Why did I ask?
Oh, it's so 80s. It's so 80s.
Hey, they can rebuild him, Carl. Rebuild him.
9 miles per hour.
Uh-oh. Now you can... Thank you. Oh, he's getting much better. Look at that. He does.
Wow, you bionic it off.
The old treadmill.
Whoa, 25 miles per hour. And it's nothing. 37, 38.
Oh, let's see. Sound effect. Where's my sound effect?
No, he's not that kind of bionic. He doesn't run in slow motion either. You'll see. 268 miles per hour. I don't believe that.
That was sped up. So he's a sped up bionic man.
Look, he wants out. So what will this immature bitch do? He'll laser eye the door.
I would break the door open. What would you do, Carl?
I don't know. I don't think I'd be so immature as to laser door an eye because he wants to go through it.
Now, how does lasers work again? Do they stop at a certain point and cease to exist, or do they keep going through stuff?
They go on and forever. They go on until they are stopped, like any beam of light.
All right. So that doesn't go through the door and then go through the floor and then go to the bottom. It does.
Yeah. Well, okay. Light goes onto something and it bounces off of it. Lasers do the same thing, but I mean, they're hot and they have energy, so they shoot through stuff. But if it hits, I don't know, lead, I don't know, it'll bounce. Whoa, I got a knife, and I'm a Bernie.
I'm a living Bernie. This is Weeknight with Bernie, the prequel.
The prequel. You're going to my beach house.
What? I work in the mailroom, and I'm his buddy.
Now, why does she have Scrabble on her desk?
Just blatant no, it's because it's what you do. You play Scrabble in the office. Oh, it's therapist's room. There's different games. There's Candyland.
He's got a Springsteen shirt. Look.
Yeah. So 80s. 87?
It's Born in the
US. Yeah. Carl's from New Jersey, and I'm from New Jersey, so we know this stuff.
From New Jersey, Mike.
I am from New Jersey. Yeah, absolutely. Give me some Wise potato chips. It's been decades.
Some Utz. Utz.
Utz.
UTZ, Jim. I'm sure you guys don't have Utz potato chips, right?
Sometimes you see them in the hipster stores.
Really?
Yeah, I've seen Utz once in a while, but I don't see Y's.
You've seen Utz? That's nuts. Yeah, we certainly have Y's here.
Well, I have some Utz, right? You want to see them? These nuts, these Utz.
Oh no, I'm
Utz right here.
wise to that.
Do you want to play some Scribble? Our lawyers told us that it's now Scribble.
The game of Scribble is such a ripoff. You open it up and there's pads of paper and notes. There's pens.
Yeah, there's no board, there's no tiles.
Right. The instructions, directions. You write some shit.
Personally, I could not read the instructions to the game of Scribble. It was just like indecipherable. It was just kind of like smudges. It wasn't even like, just a bunch of lines. Oh, I found a diamond.
It's a glass, and that's gonna lead to that they're at a glass factory. It's so stupid.
Okay. Oh, you mean the Los Angeles County Glass Factory?
Right. Now, what she just told him was, there's this guy, he was like a prisoner, and so that they wouldn't go crazy and they couldn't control him, he used to just pretend he was building a clock. And he knew everything about the clock. It was very intricate or whatever. And when he got released, he really made it. And it's in the museum at Langley Air Force Base. And so he's going to put it into his head, a motorcycle, repairing it, fixing his motorcycle, taking the engine apart, putting it back together. So if he ever gets captured by kidnappers, maybe who work for Fortress and it's Martin Landau, he'll have something to deal with the torture and isolation.
Wow, he really set himself up all right. And I got a 401k plan set up. It'll help me in the future. Things are looking up for me.
Now, Jamie's going to reveal that she's bionic.
He didn't know?
Nope.
Uh-oh, music.
Secret. Now, look, her boobs are not bionic. You see that, right? Mike, take a look. Look at him when they...
Oh, look at Son of a bitch.
Now watch how he runs. See, he's the new bionic.
Creepy.
Look at the boobs.
Fast motion.
Mike, look at her boobs.
I'm looking.
Mike,
I'm looking, all right?
All right. Now, he far surpasses her boobs because his bionics are more recent and he does blurry stuff.
And then he stops.
Yeah, because it's tiring.
A nice park.
Okay, now that's it. They're not going to move for the rest of the film.
There's a final fight scene where all three of them attack Martin Landau, right?
You're right. In the final fight scene, we will see her boobs jiggling again. But for a long time, we're not going to see it. Okay, I'm sorry, Mark.
Well, no, that's the whole point of 70s television, right? Like, how many seasons was Bionic Woman? How many
That's
seasons
why
was Shirley
Farrah
Temple?
Fawcett would have made a great
Streets Company. Yeah. Farrah Fawcett had a
good example. Now he's needling her about liking his father. Okay. Now astronaut Frank Poole he's really like a double agent kind of guy, and we don't know it yet. And
he works for Fortress.
Right. And Rudy Wells will be kidnapped. Oh. Dave Bowman. That's the 2001 guy. I remember.
All right. Dave Bowman.
Yeah, I bet you Frank Poole was like, God damn it, why couldn't I have been? I might just have a cameo in this movie. I could have been Dave Bowman. I could have been a star.
Uh-oh, fast motion, new school bionics. Let's watch a full length. Okay. You mean you're gonna shoot her? Just comedian?
If
you don't, the stage.
If you don't come quietly, we're gonna shoot a blind lady.
Hey, if you don't come quietly, I'm gonna take your girlfriend on a trip that she'll never. What are you doing? Writing a novel? You have a gun to her. I get it.
So you're the famous Steve Austin kid with the Bionics.
Just a microchip off the old block.
Good one. That's probably what sold the show. He's
Right?
just a microchip off the old block.
Abby, is it okay if I leave it outside? What's he talking about? Maybe his mind needs a little bionic readjustment.
Get this straight. Fortress and Lyle Stenning.
God, this
Yeah.
hair.
You know me. I'm Fortress.
No animals were harmed during the shooting of this guy's hair, the henchman's hair. Like he slept through the whole thing on that guy's head. We'll cut to him in a second.
Yeah, it looks like he's wearing a squirrel. And Martin Landau's eyebrows too.
Oh, Martin Landau always had this. Look at that squirrel.
Look at that squirrel.
They called him Cocaine Squirrel because he would give cocaine to the actors afterwards. He sold cocaine after the set.
My son was like, I'm going to Cocaine Bear, and he's like a senior in high school. And I was like, I don't know if I like that.
Of course,
he goes, God, Dad, come on. All my friends are going. I was like, Cocaine Bear?
It's rated R.
And so he goes, he says it was extremely fun. So I had to have a little talk with him like, cocaine's bad. You know that, right?
You see what cocaine makes you do, right? When you eat a whole kilo of it.
So now we see that the OSI guy is really Fortress.
Oh, double. Uh-oh, here's the TV guy from the 80s. He'll
see you. They came and took Michael.
What?
Earlier tonight.
Wow, so he's talking normally.
Just the facts, ma'am.
Just facts, ma'am.
We were here the other evening, 8:24 p.m.
Did you hear what?
Is he us? Is he the ironic teenager from the 80s who's quoting TV shows from 2 decades prior? It's totally tubular.
He's a cuckoo.
I think I looked like that when I was 12. No, so I graduated high school.
One of the things they would say in the pitch meeting, like to make a pilot for whatever, is that he would be a Air Force pilot because Top Gun was super popular at this very second. And they wanted to soak off of that and get a fighter guy in the $6 Million Man 2. So he says, would you please draw the picture of the man you saw? And then this guy is a perfect sketch artist. It plays into the plot. They're like, I know this guy.
You think this plot point is too sketchy, right?
Very nice.
Sketch.
You got what I was saying. I don't have to draw you a picture.
But I did anyway. It says he lives in a boat with a staircase?
Yeah, that's his retirement boat. It's his home.
Ew. Does it smell like mildew? Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I know him. He writes the editorial column for the I saw him featured a profile on the top of Wall Street Journal. It was all pinpoint.
We have 2 Star Trek connections in this film. One is astronaut Frank Poole. He was in the pilot episode of Star Trek.
Oh, the Pike one?
No, he wasn't. He wasn't in the pilot. He was in the second Star Trek episode, which was like a let's try it again pilot.
Gotcha.
Now, Lindsay Wagner was like a model in Los Angeles, and she got on, like, she was on Playboy After Dark, and that's put her on TV. She was on The Dating Game in '69. So was Farrah Fawcett. They all were. In '71, she signed a contract with Universal Studios, and then she started being on TV shows, Night Gallery and Marcus Welby MD, Rockford Files, stuff like that. So they liked her in Rockford Files, and that's what got her noticed for this. Do you remember that show, The Paper Chase? There was a movie.
Sure. Yeah, that was John Houseman.
She was the daughter of.
Oh, John Houseman?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. He got beat up, Bionic Blood.
Yeah, and now he's going to go, I'm sorry, I've got to redo my motorcycle. It'll probably
they
take
got 2 guns at him. You go into the closet. I'm going to lock the door this time. You can't. That'll stop him.
He was much better in Surf too.
Crazy.
That was
Well,
his
was
big
he?
line.
Now, Weekend at Bernie's, was that 87 as well?
I don't remember, but it was 80s. Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
remember. So now they went to the glass factory and they have to spend the night in the same hotel room. Why?
Yeah,
Why? Why?
Because
Why do that?
he needs his jeans pleated. I don't know.
So the thing is, they don't take advantage of this, like rekindle their love and romance. Instead, they're like, you stay on your side of the bed, but meanwhile they really like each other, and it's terrible TV stuff.
Now, you noticed they had dinner at that restaurant again for the third time. Oh, Bionic snoring. They're going to go into a bionic slumber.
Yeah.
Steve, we're indoors. You could take your leather jacket off. You know what? I'll step outside.
Turn it up. Turn it up. Turn it up. Listen to this speech.
Self-destruct any longer. Fighting other people's wars.
Do you love this country? I do.
Opening our veins so the scum of the earth can pour into our bloodstreams.
You're pretty sick.
All right, that's enough. That was
Thank
his
you.
speech. He goes, "Do you love this country? I do." And then he does his speech.
He's like, I don't understand this. Why is Weekend at Bernie's looking the other way? He's sitting on the desk and he's just staring at the wall. Is that the style right now?
I don't know.
He's looking
It's
now.
weird.
He's looking now.
Now he is.
Yeah, that was weird.
You're
before.
going to tell me everything you know about your bionics, or I'm going to keep on torturing you.
Do you remember those Filofax, those little cards behind them for the phone cards? When you went into someone's office and you saw one of those, did you ever look at them? And what name would you look for?
So those were just the, like contacts or whatever.
Yeah.
But a lot of times, only like a quarter of them would be written on. Those other ones are blank.
Yeah, right. They keep it.
Looks like you have all these contacts. Rolodex. No, that was. I think
Rolodex was like your pocket keeper as an adult, right? Like it was a leather case so that you would keep your appointment book and your phone book. No, Rolodex. No, maybe you're right. It is a Rolodex. It's the one where it had the phone cards.
There were those IPAs, right? And personal, right?
Oh, yeah.
It would be like a mini computer in your hand.
like
But it was really
mutant.
because you would have to input everything and keep it current. Okay, they're going to the glass factory now, so we're going to see like 15 minutes of shoot 'em ups.
That's good. And I heard the sound effect. Nice touch. He doesn't go ouch when he touches that gun.
Yeah, because only one of his arms is bionic.
Where's the ammo in this movie?
Ammo.
Carl, where's the explosives? Who owns the explosives?
U.S. government explosives.
All right. I'm going to get my book. Oh, no, he's got an explosive.
C4.
We have explosive. C4, right.
Yeah, right. He probably went in there and said, damn it, why did I bring my own explosives?
All right. How much? So this movie is over in 10 minutes.
10 seconds. Oh, 10 minutes? Okay.
Oh, is it 10 seconds? Wait, do I hear a bomb going off?
This is so weak. She just walks in like her 80s casual clothing. It's just completely dumb.
So she's caught. Oh, no, there's.
These are Steve's kids' friends, and they're pretending to be drunks.
Right. As one does.
What is it? Oh, it's just a carload of drunks.
Yeah, it's the 80s. Just a carload of drunks.
He goes, all right, fuck it then.
There's so many carloads of drunks that drive by the glass factory.
Yeah. Just another day. Uh-oh.
This is a bionic man.
Listen, squirrel head.
Squirrel head.
Don't call me Squirrelhead.
Do you think part of the success of the show is that he does look like a stuntman anyway, Lee Majors?
Well,
So they
that's
can-
what the Fall Guy was. He was a former stuntman who would fall into
Yeah.
adventures. There goes Jamie, but it's her.
They can't land on their feet like that. That would kill.
Yeah, it would hurt. Now, why would she do that? Ow!
Ow.
Whoa!
Fast punch.
I felt good.
All right. Well, why don't you leave the room? I can't.
Jump.
The invention guy can't leave his lab at all. They can meet in a public place and they can give him
Right.
like another device, but they can't,
OSI. So now they're not CIA, they're FBI all of a sudden.
Right. Ah, my feet. Ouch. It seems so painful, these stunts. Look, ouch, my knees.
Bernie's guy. Now watch what his laser eye will do.
Was gonna burn the handcuffs. Chink.
The blind
Do.
Now look at his bionics. I can't do that.
He's fast motion. Everything else is standing still. They can only do this where there's no other person in the room.
That's right. Or the effect won't work because
There's no cars driving around. They're just like, this will work. Let's stop motion it.
I can't either.
Boo. Do.
Okay. Now
Down.
look at that jump.
Down.
Put it up, 'cause
I've been bloodlessly shot.
It's the fakest. Pow! Pull him out of here for safety.
Ouch, you're dragging me on a cement floor. And the movie's over. Thank you guys for watching. Oh! Times two. God, that's so intense. They're right there. Ouch, ouch.
Super in the real world hot. Super hot.
Ouch.
In the real world. Now, Mike, they're stuntmen who do it for a living and they're paid to do it and it's a career. They're not being tortured. They're not being tortured.
They're
there was
not being tortured.
for this part.
No, I understand, but there's probably different guidelines now.
Yes. Those sparks should not land on them.
Yeah, and you shouldn't really. But yeah, I mean, that's the reason why you watch TV. You want to see this. Get your fill.
Steve, it's Lee Major's kid. Ow! Boing.
I don't want to kill him. I hear that. What?
Dad, I was doing just fine, Dad.
I saw what you were doing. You saw me. You were in Montana.
With my bionic eye. Oh, I got hurt on the knee.
Hi, dropping by.
Uh-oh. Now, the guy he fought with in the bar saves him.
Way to go. I'll do anything for you, sir.
He goes, You have bionics? No, he was doing that with his mouth.
Right. Yeah, they probably do make the noises when they run.
Freeze!
That was great, Lee, but ow.
You're under arrest, double crosser, who's really
He shot him in the wrist? No, he shot the gun out of his hand.
Yes. Whoa.
Right on the feet.
Ouch.
A lot of prop guns.
Nice mustache. Chop.
You think that's a fake mustache? It's the same stunt guy from the last scene?
Maybe.
I think so too.
Oh no.
No, my squirrel's gonna wake up. Don't wake up my squirrel. Cocaine squirrel. Wow, that looks painful, right?
Ow.
Whoa.
Oh.
Fantastic jump. Carl, I have a question. Why would she jump to the edge of the platform? Wouldn't she just jump over that and land?
Right, and land safely, securely. It could be because she was really jumping backwards and she was on the edge. It could be. I'm not saying it was.
Because if it was Black Adam, anything is possible. Just use some CGI and have him just land perfectly. You
Now
wouldn't have
watch.
his stomach hurt. All right.
Now he's gonna get shot, but he laser eyes him.
What, right in the heart?
In the groin, I thought.
You didn't kill him, did you?
No, I can control the intensity of the beam.
Cool. How?
Yeah.
Bet you wish you had one.
Again.
So what do you mean the intensity of the beam? You hit him in the chest with a laser beam?
Well, it just was kind of bonky. It didn't go through him. What? Use your
I can
Bionic.
Here, let me show you how I control my laser eye. Brain, not so hard on him. Pew.
Pew.
Does he have a menu in his head that picks like out of the 10 of the page?
Well, you saw him squeezing his hand, right? Didn't you see him like squeezing his hand?
Oh, so he does it like that. So this is like a 10 pane, 9 pane.
You are surrounded by OSI. Rudy Wells has a gun.
Rudy Wells has a gun. I'm so ashamed. No OSI paparazzi shots, please. Perp walk.
They're going to go up to him. Why are your hands up? Are you here to promote Ed Wood?
I was in the original Mission Impossible. All right, this is wrap. I'll see you next fall.
So we're wrapping up.
I would like to propose a toast.
To Southern
Cinnamon.
California.
And to the many adventures we'll have week after week.
Yeah, what do you say? How does it feel to be a hero?
Yeah, now the thing is, this guy must have been so disappointed that it didn't become a series, right?
Well, I mean, how many pilots that never make it on the TV, whether it's a TV, a movie, back or a pilot setup?
But it is on the TV, you know what I mean? And the promise
got this
was...
far. You know, he gets to eat at these nice restaurants.
Now, he's a Star Trek connection. He was on Star Trek Enterprise, which wasn't the greatest series, but he was there. He was in Get the Gringo with Mel Gibson, but
it's not Get the Gringo.
I enjoyed that. I don't know. He would go on to be like on Melrose Place, Dynasty, Baywatch, TJ Hooker. You know, he could have become a superstar, but he was just a working actor.
Right. That's cool. Yeah. Well, that's pretty cool. It's good to know.
No, I'm just saying, if this thing had been a pilot, we might all know it. Like he might have been.
But I don't think this show would have lasted. With the return of first off, think long term. How many seasons would the return of the Bionic Man and the Bionic Woman last? Well no,
the
season
pilot,
4.
No,
yeah,
the
what would the
pilot
show
was going to be the kid. He was going to.
But what would they call it? That Bionic Kid?
Yeah, I don't know what they would call it. Yeah,
it wouldn't be named after the TV movie. It wouldn't be season 3 of Return of the $6 Million Man and Bionic Woman, episode 4.
Right. They would go on to do 2 other movies, though: The Bionic Showdown and
Bionic Ever After. T?
Question mark. That's the one I think we should have watched.
All right. Well, maybe another time.
Don't you dare, Michael.
What, don't you want to see the further adventures?
I guess I would do it, but
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. The movie's not over yet. We're acting like the film's done.
It is. It is done. Look, they're at the same place. They're at the same fucking place. Don't keep walking, lady.
Keep walking.
Don't come in here with your window breaking.
Go for it. Totally. What? Sir, I'm going to have to ask you to leave. Well, that barrel is in the way.
How embarrassing.
Uh-oh, there's Donkey Kong. Have you seen my barrel? I left it right here. Hey. Wow.
You can't just barrel through here.
Bryan Cranston. All right. Well, we want to thank Dave D Entertainment for posting this video
Yeah.
for us without the commercials. Carl, what did you think of this movie?
It was horrible, terrible. It was stinky. The only reason it was fun is because we used to be $6 Million Man fans and Bionic Woman fans. So
Yeah, that's right. It was fun and because it was nostalgia at the time because it was the return of, and now it's nostalgia now. And if you haven't even heard or seen it, this is a fair enough place to start. It just doesn't make any sense. They're all three.
Yeah. 10 years. This was 10 years after the show got canceled.
Right. That's the thing. See, they got to distance themselves from the explosion. So they did put a legal notice at the end.
Mm-hmm. Purely fictional, and no way did we blow that shit up.
No way did we reveal OSI's identity or any of that information. Yeah, right. We didn't blow. We got the footage. Well, there was some military issues. I guess Top Gun, they had the approval. The Army always has to approve that shit anyway.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're not like a casino where they could do whatever they want. Carl, I thought this was a piece of shit. It was just really hard to watch.
Yeah,
I like the stunts were cool, but they looked super violent. I hope those guys were okay, or they talked to their union and they cleared that up.
Right.
Next time it wouldn't be so fucking chaotic for the Bionic Man. Yeah, and I wish they brought up the fact the government owns them. All three.
But he was retired. He was retired, and Jamie wasn't working for them. She was a physical therapist, psychologist.
Oh my God. Well, I think that was it wasn't that great, but we wanted to thank you because we wouldn't be able to watch a bad movie if it wasn't without an audience, and because sometimes you need someone else in the room to watch a really shitty movie. And so we're glad that we were able to watch this movie with you and you watched it with us. I am typing frantically on my PlayStation 4, Carl, the name of next movie. Yeah. So I don't have a audio thing. Thunderground is telling me. Should I type in Thunderground? No. Thundercats A Go is our movie next week. And this is actually, we're going to break tradition.
Argo trailer.
What's it called?
Thunderbirds Are Go.
Thunderbirds. Is Thunderbirds one word?
Yes.
Why don't I know that? They didn't teach me that in school.
Okay, there is Thunderbirds Are Go official trailer number 1.
Okay.
And Shane Rimmer movie is no. That's the trailer is called Rotten Tomatoes Classic Trailers. The channel we like is called Rotten Tomatoes Classic Trailers.
Wow, that's a lot of presumption. All right. I have Bob. Let me go find
Thunderbirds, one word, Are Go. Official trailer number 1.
And you said it's hosted by
Rotten Tomatoes Classic Trailers.
Oh, I don't see that. Maybe I should go back. Sorry, guys. As we do this is because we're live in the studio. Fudge. Space. Trailer. Sorry. Trailer. I want to get that Rotten Tomato one playing. All right, I see it, sir. Let me go ahead and hit play and then hit pause. Ooh, I got a commercial. I'm gonna let this commercial for the movie trailer commercial. All right.
This would be our only sponsor.
You ever don't show it? Which one do you have? I have IV Builders.
I don't know what commercial I had.
It doesn't even go register in your brain. Okay, we want you to watch the commercial. Make sure you don't notice it. Just goes right into your back in your brain. And then once the actual trailer, which is a commercial, plays, hit pause, move to 000, and at the count of, and when we say go, like our delightful celebrity comedian up front said, go ahead and press go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Excitement is gold. Adventure is gold.
Go!
Adventure is gold.
Oh, that's Ringo.
Thunderbirds.
Ringo is go.
Now on the big screen.
Whoa.
In Technicolor.
Yes.
And Technoscope.
What?
Thunderbirds.
What?
Are what?
The incredible Tracy family.
Wait, who are these people?
Known as International
These are the Thunderbirds.
Again,
There's a guy named Dr. Brains.
secret base on
What?
an uncharted island somewhere in the Pacific.
Okay, you just told me where it was.
Uncharted, Michael.
Not so secret. Look out. Who's Gary Anderson? What? What?
You'll straight through uncharted worlds of adventure.
Pass.
Pass. Look how fun this
I'm gonna
is.
rock out. I'll go to the stars to rock out.
Look how cool they are. They're all chiseled. With
Carl, I'm greedy. I'm not sharing the danger. Ugh. Blah. Adectoscope. Blah. Thunderbirds. What the? Directed by David Lane. Universal Studios. Wow, that's the loudest thing I ever heard in my life.
United Artists.
Where's their go? So this was a TV show, I guess, from England, and
You don't
now
know
it's
it?
a movie.
You don't know it?
Yeah, I know it. I never seen it, but I know it.
You never saw it.
And
Okay.
that's why I'll be researching this movie myself. This week we're doing the old switcheroo. Next week, and I will be Carl. Have you seen this film?
Oh, I don't know if I saw the film, but I used to be a big fan of Thunderbirds as a little kid.
I've
It's
never seen
Puppet.
a Thunderbird.
Wow.
I'm aware of it, and I'm aware of the cultural incident, but this would be a case where I would have to research it going blind because I have no idea. I've never seen these marionettes
Interesting.
before.
Okay.
So, but you have, so you can tell me whether or not I got it right.
As if I know. I was a little
Yeah.
kid watching. Do you ever see that one? It was like America, fuck yeah. Do you remember
Sure,
that?
Team America, World Police.
It's,
Yeah, of course, it's a parody of
gotta
that.
be based on the
Yeah,
Thunderbirds.
no, it's a parody
And
of it for sure.
also, who was the one? He passed away. He was Chet in the
Oh,
there
Bill
was
Paxton.
a live action Thunderbird.
Bill Paxton.
Yes, and Bill Paxton was the dad. There was a
There was
live
a
action
live
Thunderbirds.
action
and it-
Thunderbirds? Where? What the hell's
It was
wrong with me?
fun. Yeah.
All right. Okay, people. So we're going to be watching, and it's a bad movie, and maybe other people have talked about it before, but it's on YouTube, and I've never seen this before. We'll be watching the theatrically released Thunderbirds Are Go from the 60s next week. So check it out. Check out the old episodes too. Catch up with me, and Carl will let us know we're doing right. We want to thank Mutiny Radio for playing us, for us being part of Mutiny Radio. You can always check out mutinyradio.fm. Carl, submissions are being accepted for the Mutiny upcoming 2024 Mutiny Radio Comedy Festival.
Another
check
one?
out- well, we just had one in March. No, we
So
just
it's
had
for
one
next year.
No, for this year. For this year. No, you're absolutely right.
2023. What month
Yeah,
is
it would be in October. It's October the 1st.
Oh, right. Okay.
But so if you check out mutinyradio.fm, you're a San Francisco Bay Area comedian, especially, or if you're somewhere around the country, it's available. And just send the clip, and you can check out whatever. Check out the station; they have more information about their festival. And those are always the T-shirts I wear. See, there's a tentacle from one year when we do our show. How exciting is that? Carl, show me your shirt. Carl can be found at carlsucks.com or carl.sucks if that still works. That nice shirt. And you can check them out throughout at Scotty's, Springfield, New Jersey. And you can check me out nowhere. Somewhere.
No,
So, plug.
Wait,
Oh, I was just on Game Show Network on March 29th.
March 29, it's coming.
Or it depends on when this airs.
This probably airs. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you were on.
I was a contestant on People Puzzler, so check that out. Maybe it's online. March 29th episode.
Puzzler. It might be on our channel. Let's find out.
It is on your channel, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
What I
DVR.
need to say is on LWAFLMOYT, you might see a promo. Let's see what happens.
All right, fingers crossed. You maybe hear it up front. Okay, we'll see you next week because Thunderbirds Are Go. Thanks, Carl. Thanks, audience. See you next week.